What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is Vizeh, and we're talking about FIFA 22 career mode, and this is a video which I enjoy doing because I like to think about little ideas I could do with specific saves, and I want to put out what I would do and give you guys maybe a helping hand, because most people, you know, they think about what save they want to do. You know, I'm a Burnley fan, I've done countless Burnley career modes, and sometimes you do get a bit bored thinking, you know what, man, let's try something new. Let's try a different team, a different scenario. So I've got in this video 10 different teams from different countries with different rules, and then you guys can decide to follow my own specific rules for each team, or you can change it to whatever way you see fit. So if you guys do enjoy, tell me down below in the comments what team will you be doing in your very first FIFA 22 career mode. If you want to see my opinions on the career mode, then check out yesterday's video. I've done my beta career mode review on the pro player, on critical, but also on a normal career mode. So if you want to see what I think about it, then go and check that video out. But this is specific about what teams, what I do, and what I think are great saves to do for next year. So let's get stuck in. If you guys do enjoy, smash the like button and also subscribe if you're new. And let's go. Are you in a search for a football news app? Well, I've got you sorted, lad. This video has been kindly sponsored by OneFootball, your local neighborhood football app. For all the latest transfer news or any news happening with your football club, this is the app for you on iOS or Android for absolutely free. The link is at the top of the description. Live score updates, live lineups, live league table, live everything just for you. It's nice and easy to read, and it's even got dark mode, which I know how much you like dark mode. If this tickles your fancy, then I'll leave a link at top of the description just for you. Let me know down below if you downloaded it, and let's get straight to the video. Starting off with an obvious one, I'm wearing it. It's AC Milan. I feel like AC Milan would be a fantastic save to do for this new season. With Italy winning the Euros, there's a lot of hype about the Serie A, and without Ronaldo being at Juventus and Inter Milan winning the Scudetto for the first time in how many years, like after the Juve dominance, there's a gap for a big title race to be in Serie A, and I feel like AC Milan is the team to do it. There's not that many marquee players there. There's a few that you may know of. There's a few nice young players coming through the mix, like Leao, like Brahim Diaz, like Tonali, like Tomori, like Theo Hernandez as well. That is already the team that will give you a solid base to begin. With Serie A having a brand new TV license within EA, it'd be giving the official scoreboards as well for much more of a unique feel. But if you want to try and bring a fallen giant back to their greatness and win the Champions League, then this is what you can do. In terms of rules, there's not many specific ones. They like to sign a bunch of players from all over the world, if it's from France or England. Next up, number 2, we've got Barcelona here. I think doing a Barcelona save is needed to do at any time throughout the entire year. With Lionel Messi leaving the club, there's a massive hole in the hearts of Barcelona, and I feel like having a complete rebuild for Barcelona is a great idea to completely remove all the deadwood, like the PK, Sergio Busquets, and any older typical Barca players. Just get rid, and I would suggest to do a complete overhaul. Only sign players that are below 25 years of age. Only sign players from South America, from Spain, or from surrounding countries like Portugal or France. I think it's just an interesting idea to play with Barcelona without Messi and having that over their head. This may be seen as really easy. That's why I say just sell all of your main established players and literally just have your youth. You got the likes of Pedri, order there, Ansu Fati, Academy, use La Masia and try to get them back to where they should be by bringing in youth players. But make sure that you limit yourself financially, because technically in real life, Barcelona haven't got much money to really spend. So try and make it somewhat realistic and try to spend no more than like 5 or 10 million each year to start off with, because in theory, they're bankrupt. So I would be careful with that. Next up, and no, it's not Juventus. It's not. It's just the closest thing I have to the actual kit, and that is Newcastle United. Newcastle going through another window of only one signing, financially being in the mud, and a club that feels like they're yet again just willing to just fight to stay up, and that is really it. Newcastle as a club and the fans deserve a lot better than what they have right now. So I feel like doing a Newcastle save will give you the satisfaction of playing in a big club with a big atmospheres, but you still feel like there's a long way to go. It's not too long so that you are already in Prem, a good few seasons to really pick yourselves up. In terms of players to sign, I would say only sign players that's not too much money, because of course Mike Ashley is not very well known for spending too much money. In terms of which players you want to sign, that's your own choice, but I'll say not spend too much money to make it a bit more realistic. Next season we go to France, more specifically its own very own country, Monaco. Monaco, which Monaco is a fantastic save to do, I find, because the kits and the style of the club, I just love the kind of vibe that they have as its own club, because it's literally its own country. It's fantastic, really, and you can have whatever rules you want for this save, because they sign pretty much anyone. They've got a ton of money. With Monaco, the aim is really to try and just win Ligue 1, to try and overthrow PSG's dominance, which will be very, very hard to do now that they signed Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos. You know exactly who they signed, so it's going to be very hard to try and win Ligue 1. And you've got some other challenges. You've got Marseille, you've got Lyon, you've got Stade Rennais, and you've got, of course, last year's champions in Lille. It won't be that easy to just go through games. Of course, you got the packages of all the scoreboards, and with some nice players already there, like Gelson Martins and Ben Yedder, you won't be too bored instantly. You got some decent players to build off, and you can try and build a team around them as well. Number 5, we're going up to Scotland here, okay? It's not Monaco in Scotland. It is the same colour. It is Aberdeen. Okay, I think Aberdeen is a very interesting save because, you know, everyone always thinks about Rangers and Celtic, Celtic and Rangers to win the title, but no one really thinks about the teams just below them, like, you know, Aberdeen and like Hibs and Hearts and that kind of group of teams that could maybe be fighting for the Europa League spots, but you never think would win a title. I think putting in Aberdeen and try to win the Scottish Premiership with them will be a massive challenge. The rules are you can only sign players from UK or Ireland. Those are the only players you can sign. I think that'd be very difficult to try and pull off because you've not got too much money to spend. You got some alright players that can do a job. However, there's still a bit of way to go to try and win the Scottish Premiership, really. Number 6, and yes, I am indeed wearing an England shirt when talking about Scottish teams. Want to know why? Because I enjoy pissing them off sometimes. It's quite funny. Number 6 is pretty easy. Take your pick. Put Celtic and Rangers in the Premier League, and you could decide whichever one you want. If it's Rangers or Celtic, take your pick. Using Celtic or Rangers in the Premiership may be a bit too easy with either of those two teams, but if you put them in the Premier League, that I feel like could be very, very interesting. Rules are very simple. You can sign really any player, anywhere in the world. However, I would say don't spend too much money. Have a bit of a budget. Number 7, we're staying in England. Okay, now I want to say Sutton because everyone says Sutton. Everyone says Venezia. Everyone says Ibiza. I'm not saying the obvious ones here, but those are ones you can also do, but you already know about them, right? I want to say, why not Arsenal? Arsenal, of course, out of all the top 6 sides, are by far in the biggest of messes right now. And there's a lot of questions about will they even be in top 10 this year. If you're looking for a bit of a rebuild job, but with a team that has a lot of money already, try and mess around with and try and take them to where they could be and try to do the Invincibles, then that is definitely something that you can try and pull off. It'll give you that rebuild feeling. The team isn't really that amazing compared to the other teams that you're competing with to be in top 4, to be in the Premier League title. For rules, I'll say only sign players that is 25 or below. Recently, they've only signed players that are very young in Ramsdale and Ben White and Odegaard and all these type of players, so only sign young players to match their same trust the process vision. And yeah, I think Arsenal will be a lot of fun to do. Number 8, we're off to Germany here, of course, and I think doing a Union Berlin save will be very, very good to do. A brand new side that was in the Bundesliga 2 years ago, they were seen to easily go down, and instead they qualified for European football last season, which is absolutely incredible. Berlin is a massive city. It's the capital of Germany, and there's no real proper massive German football powerhouses in Berlin. It's only Union Berlin and Hertha, and I feel like having a team in the capital that can really try to be the main team in Germany, go up against the Leverkusens and the Dortmunds and the Bayern Munichs, this would be a challenge in my opinion. The team that you get to start off with isn't that great, and if you only sign players from around Germany and the surrounding regions like Poland or like France, this is a save that everyone should try out next year. Number 9 here, we're going to Netherlands because it's orange, and I'm going to say do a PSV save. Now, I would say I like the idea of PSV. I like the idea of playing in Netherlands, only using young Dutch footballers or players from like Scandinavia, for example. And I feel like having a save that keeps you in European football, but still has a challenge to try and win the main league title. Really against the likes of Ajax, and you may also have Feyenoord, but you've got really Ajax that you're up against here. This may not be the longest of saves, but I feel like it'd be very rewarding to try and win the Eredivisie and then try to do something in Europe along the same time. And the rules are only sign young Dutch players or just Dutch players in general. And last but not least, number 10 for your team that you should do in career mode is, and call me cheating here, but it would be a create a club career mode. Okay, I know it could be cheating, but hear me out, okay? Do a create a club career mode of the team which is the most closest to you. So personally, if you play for a Sunday League team, make it in FIFA. Just make it. Make the team in FIFA and put it in the lowest level you possibly can in whatever league you are in around the world. If you don't play for a team, then just pick a team on your local area. Like if you have like a team that's in the 13th division of English football, then just make them in FIFA and play as them. For example, for me, I play for a 7th tier Polish team called LKS Drazek Dębowiec, which of course this isn't their shirt, this is Górnik Zabrze. This is my local team that I support in Poland. I'm going to make the team that I play for in Poland, Drazek Dębowiec, in the Polish divisions and try to get us to win the Polish Ekstraklasa. That's the main aim. Putting them in FIFA, making your imagination, making your stories about them and getting them to win the Champions League, that is the ultimate RTG, and I think that is really cool. So lads, that is top 10 teams that I'll be using in FIFA 22 career mode. If you guys do enjoy, smash a like button and also tell me who will you be using next year. Helping hand. And yeah lads, I'll see you guys next time for another video. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.